Episode 1 of the Unvarnished Lethbridge series is on the channel now. And I gotta admit, I am loving the comments that you guys are putting on that video. I gotta say thanks to everybody who's been watching it and supporting it. You guys kick ass. You guys are the reason I do this. And I'm really looking forward to the other 3 episodes. Episode 2 is currently in production right now. And it is already an upgrade. It's gonna be amazing. I'm so looking forward to it. No city is going to be perfect, not by a long shot, but I happen to think what we have here in Lethbridge is actually really good, and I want to see it continue to grow, and I want to continue to be part of that growth. So episode 2 is in full production. We're about halfway done that one. I've met some really cool people for it and gained some new networks, which is awesome. Episodes 3 and 4 are in pre-production, and I'm starting to work on the B-roll for that stuff. So that's also, again, another really exciting thing. I really want to gift this entire series back to the community that helped make it. And I really want to give it to like public entities, like the library, stuff like that. So essentially, what I've also done is to make this a little easier on people is I'm inviting everyone in the Lethbridge community to get your name on it. So all you have to do, go to my website, messengerimagery.com, and for less than the price of a cup of coffee, I'll put your name in the credits. This is also an invite to any public entity in Lethbridge, library, downtown, anywhere in Lethbridge. If you are interested in the documentary as part of your archive, reach out. I'm more than happy to set something up with you.
So with episode 1, and this being like a kind of behind the scenes dive here, I've got some clips of me working here to show you guys. And as well, I'll go over just a couple of things here. So this is the main like workhorse of my camera equipment. So it's a Lumix G7. It's it's an older camera. It's about 11 years old, this model. I've had it for the last 5 years and I absolutely love this camera. It does 4K video, so audio could be a little bit better on the pickup, but you know, today's post-production stuff, I can work around that. But it's been a fantastic camera to get me everything I've needed. And I'm stuck on Lumix. That is my brand. Micro Four Thirds is the system that I use. So probably, aside from Lumix, the only thing I probably use is like OM Systems because they do Micro Four Thirds as well. So, and then I also use the Insta360 X5 360 camera. This is really good for like the talking videos because I don't really have to worry too much about my framing, just more or less my level. Because that's one thing, like with a 360 camera, you still have to think about where the camera is in relation to like how your video wants to be. So if I want to talk to the camera, I can't just put it way up here and people will be like, oh, it's got to be relative to where I want to be able to talk to the viewer and go from there. But you don't have to worry too much about your side to sides and things like that. Just recommend that you don't face the camera like this to you because the stitch line is going to make your face look funny. Point it in your general direction. It just needs to be kind of like somewhere in there and you'll be fine. So that's always been handier than handy. I do have a little phone gimbal that I use. This is like $150 Amazon find, and it works great. Whenever I need to use my phone for anything, for like reels, social media, which I've kind of given up on the vertical format actually. I've been doing a lot of horizontal reels and I'm really enjoying it. This tripod is super, super nice. I like it a lot. It's got the 1/4-inch holes on the sides here if you need to put quick release plates on if I need to, which just allows me to carry my gear better. And then it actually has adjustable leg height. So here I can go, that's the max I can go. But then if I can crank that down and like I can put this leg full straight, like super handy little tripod leg there. And then other than that, I mean, it's just typical stuff, you know, tripods. I've got light panels, just an LED light panel for when I'm shooting stuff in low light. Power pack, charge my stuff while I'm out and about, or I'm maybe not near a plug-in, or if I have extra batteries. Like I only have one battery for the X5, so it's kind of nice to be able to just throw that on a charge if I'm out, if I need to. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I use for this whole documentary. I mean, handheld camera, maybe a little bit of work with my phone. Did I use my phone for the doc? No, actually I didn't. None of the clips I got on the documentary were off my phone. They were just the Lumix G7 and the Insta360 X5. And that is it. Which is kind of a crazy combination because like the X5 is like their brand new flagship and then the G7 is old. But I love it. And I am looking at getting into a different Lumix system for video soon, something with a bit more stabilization. But other than that, yeah, it was a workhorse for me. So I've always been a fan of transparency. So I'm going to tell you guys a story about this video. So I was interviewing the executive director of the BRZ for the documentary, Sarah. She's in there. And this is the first like time I've ever done interviews. Okay. So I did a couple of interviews in my home just with a studio backdrop. And then I did a couple of interviews out in downtown. And I did one with Sarah and we did that at Festival Square, just out. And like I said, I've never done interviews up until this documentary. So I was like so scrambling to make sure I had everything that I forgot to bring my X5 for doing like behind the scenes footage. And I even forgot my tripod in the car and didn't realize until I got to their office. So I had to handheld that whole interview with my phone like attached to my camera to like, so I could read the questions off of it. It was so stupid, but it worked. And everything went pretty good, I think. So nobody seemed to care that I forgot my tripod that day. But when I interviewed Tyler, he's a curator for the Golf Museum, I was like, tripod. I listed it. I had it. And I still forgot my X5 in the car. So I still didn't get any behind the scenes footage from that. But you live and learn. So I think the next interview I do, you guys will actually see some behind the scenes from, because I will have actually remembered everything. Like one thing I will say about like doing a documentary, it's really easy to get disorganized in terms of like your B-roll clips and like prioritizing things like which stores do you show? Which ones do you walk past? Which ones do you like, what parts do you like highlight? And I'm like, it's so difficult. That's why the episode ended up 5 minutes longer than it was originally planned to be, is because I was like, can't leave this stuff out. Got to put in the alleyways. I've got to put in the shops, the streets, everything that people see on a regular basis. So yeah, I did. And, I think it turned out pretty all right. For my first documentary ever, I think I did good. So I'm looking forward to the second episode coming out. It won't be on my channel though. So stay tuned to the end to find out where that's coming up. So one thing you'll notice is I don't do drone work. I have the X5 and I love using that. And I didn't do any drone work for two main reasons. One, I can't fly a drone. I have tried numerous times and I have crashed it more times than I've flown it. So no. The second reason is, in a lot of tourism videos, you see a lot of sweeping drone shots of cities and towns and stuff like that. And it just doesn't give you the vibe of the city. It doesn't give you that street level vibe. And like I see tourism boards using that stuff and it's great. It looks great. It's like, yeah, look at our city. It's beautiful. And it's true. But why do I want to visit your city based off of an aerial view? At least mix it. Mix it in with a lot of street level stuff. Show me the festivals. Show me the stores, show me, the live music, the events, all that stuff. Like put it in ground level and you will show people a better representation of where you live, in my opinion, of course. So yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the video, there's 3 more episodes. Episode 2 is going to cover the clash between landscape and architecture and how we manage to maintain our natural areas with our urban areas. The third episode is going to be about the culture. So we have a settler culture here. We have an indigenous culture. We have Japanese cultures that have all intermingled in certain ways that I'm trying to shed the light on those to be about how we've grown together, not apart. There was stuff that came apart, show coming together. That's what episode 3 is all about. And episode 4 is all about how Lethbridge has integrated the arts into Lethbridge and how we've beautified our city through engaging local artists and how we've brought together musicians, painters, photographers, the whole works into an artistic culture that I think lends itself to Lethbridge in a very good way. So those 3 episodes will not be editing. Those 3 episodes will not be airing on my YouTube channel. Ideally, what I want to do is I want to gift this entire series to the community of Lethbridge. So any public entity, like just for example, the public library or the Allied Arts, any of those guys, I'm going to try to gift them these things. Now, to do so, obviously, I need to cover myself. And so I'm inviting the community to join me and have your name put on this documentary. It's very simple to do. All you got to do is go to messengerimagery.com, click the link after you've read the blurb on there, click that link, put in any amount you want, any amount. Okay, for less than a cup of coffee, you can get your name on this documentary and we'll get it out. I'm looking to deliver the end of August and we'll get it out to all these community entities so that everyone has access to it for free. Yeah, that's episode 1, kind of a little bit of behind the blurb about it all. And I'll bring you guys highlights and information for the other episodes on this channel, but I will not air those episodes. So I'm looking forward to finishing up this documentary. I'm looking forward to meeting more new people. And I'm just looking forward to learning even more about my city that I maybe didn't even know to begin with. So yeah, keep it locked on here, subscribe, all that crap. And we'll see you later.